Do not attempt to adjust your speakers. The sounds that you're about to hear are various sounds that come from a human's mouth. So this is what we came with.
I'm very thankful that we got ourselves stocked up with all the Costco stuff.
Yeah.
Are you still doing okay after that Costco escapade?
What's good?
Well, you worked pretty hard on that Costco. I came back and they're like, "How was Costco?" I'm like, guys, I've never seen Rhoni move so quickly. This guy was like a Costco machine.
Because I know where everything is.
Yeah, but we were there. But like you were like going, and you ignored your bathroom urges for a little bit. We finally pull up to the checkout, and this guy's like, "Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm waiting. I'm about to pay. He's got to pay. It's his Costco membership." And he's like, "Hold on a second.
I forgot.
This guy, I've never seen Rhoni run before, and I saw Rhoni run in Costco. He's just booking it. I'm like, man, this must be important. This must be the most important thing. The guy gets
I forgot.
Yeah,
I totally forgot.
Popcorn. He ran
popcorn. What's it? Popcorners.
All dressed popcorners. Just a bag. He's just
two bags.
But I'm like
priorities.
Yeah, we already spent whatever absurd amount of money on snacks. Nope. I'm gonna run faster than I've ever ran before. 4 popcorners. It was incredible.
Priorities. I had to get it.
So good.
I came back just absolutely wheezing.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, this better be worth. These better things better be tasty.
I've never ran.
Next episode,
so
can we get some of those popcorners in here? Can we
yes.
Get them? We'll
Popcorners sponsor us. We'll get your
next episode. Having
Next episode we'll have it. But that was our Costco experience. We've come to Costco with me, or that was the first time?
I don't know. Maybe I think I've gone my own time. Costco
with me, like for shop for.
I don't know if all of your Costco adventures are like that. I'm sure I would have remembered another time. So I don't.
So there you go.
So that was it.
We had to talk about the whole face identification with Costco card now. Like that's
they're cracking down.
Yeah,
they're cracking.
You can't.
Down.
They look at your face. So Joey said it's either me or Harsh. There's only one way with my card that we can get in is with the Harsh's cards. So
just tipping around.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 8 of For the Record podcast. My name is Rhoni Raj, and here I have a very, very
Mr.
red
Krabs.
lobster. You're a lobster. That's
right.
A lobster.
I'm a lobster. Sorry,
Mr. Krabs.
I forgot what kind of sea crustacean I was. I'm like but I don't have. I should have stuffed my from SpongeBob. How's your efficiency with SpongeBob knowledge?
Not a lot.
Okay, well Larry the lobster. He's the big muscly guy on the beach.
Yeah,
I didn't fill out. Didn't fill out for.
I didn't. I did not think you would have a costume, but then I'm not surprised that you have a costume.
It's Halloween, man.
So it's
Halloween.
So what are you doing for Halloween?
What are you doing for Halloween? Oh. I don't know, probably just perusing the streets.
Like this?
Yeah, in a costume, yeah.
Like in this one?
Oh, probably not, no.
Oh, you have another costume.
Well, the last 4 or so years, I planned my costume around my mustache. So I've grown a mustache for this time of year, and I've done a mustache-themed costume every year.
So what was the first year?
Nacho Libre.
Okay, we have... Okay, moving on. Just out of nowhere, a war cry into the.
Have you never seen the movie? That's exactly what it is.
People listening were like, "What the hell just happened?"
They know Nacho.
Some people got activated the moment they heard the war cry. They're like, "Wait! I've been getting
There's so many good quotables from that movie.
Called.
He's singing.
We got to put photos.
I ate some bugs. I ate some grass. I used my hand to wipe my tears.
That's exactly what I was
he's singing about his uncle Encarnacion.
Yeah.
Because that was first year.
We have to put photos up of this. I need. So if you're watching on video, you'll see photos of his costume. So that was Nacho Libre was year one. What's year two?
Yeah. After that, I think it was Borat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, my wife.
No,
it's not.
So it's not the hammock.
It's not the
It's not the
slinkini,
green
not
hammock.
The
No.
slinkini. No, it was. Yeah, I don't know if that's the official term, but I just made it up. No, this is the gray suit
with the suitcase.
Yeah,
and,
the suit. Yeah, suitcase had the American flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then what was
Luigi?
Luigi was
partner
third
is
year.
Luigi and Mario. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got other ideas. I'm trying to get through. I'm like thinking Ted Lasso. Yeah, I got a couple ideas. I got one that I'm really trying to work on for this year. So we'll see.
So what's this year?
Well,
by the time they watch this, it'll be Halloween.
Okay.
And
Well,
done.
yes, it'll be after Halloween,
Yeah.
so they might see it. I'm working on it, so I'm putting it out in the universe. That means I really have to do it.
Yes.
Okay, well, you know the.
Because it'll be stupid if you say something now and then when come Halloween.
Okay, well, do you
wearing
know
it.
the show? I believe it's called Repo 911. It's like a spoof kind of cop show. Anyways, there's the classic bit called New Boot Goofin'.
Okay.
He's like a sheriff guy, and he's got new boots.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna dress up as a new boot goofing guy.
See, that's too niche for a Halloween costume.
No, but it's good.
I'm not sure. It feels too niche.
Too niche?
Like it's a very specific audience that'll get the costume.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if the costume is accurate enough and funny enough. They don't care. They're like, and if anything, I'll be a nice advertisement for the video.
Fair enough.
And I can recreate it. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Genuine ostrich. 3 payments. Oh! Wait, what? I'm just goofing. New boot goofing. Oh!
I was definitely contemplating dressing like the Australian breakdancer, but
Well, that means you'd have to do the moves.
which was great. I could do those exact moves.
Well, since
That's
you've-
not
since
dancing.
Since
That's
you've been
not-
training, since you've been training, running around Costco,
Absolutely.
your fitness is
My fitness
impeccable.
skyrocket. With that being said, we're gonna have to deal with you wearing this the entire show. This is gonna be great.
He says like it's a burden.
If there's gonna be red on one side of the screen, too much red, and then there's tan on the other side of the screen. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking about overrated, underrated wedding traditions today.
Okay. So how traditional are these? Like, give me a broad idea of like what sort of things of a wedding day does this cover?
Just a regular wedding day. You know, it's not. We're not talking about a week-long Indian wedding. It's just a regular wedding, just one day, and we're going to talk about the things that are in the wedding and if it's overrated or underrated. So you're gonna have to rate it, like overrated or underrated.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you. We got listed 10 things, and we can talk about it too.
Okay. So then you're gonna say it. Then
I'm gonna say
together
it.
we're gonna go 3, 2, 1.
No, I think you're gonna say yours, and I'm gonna say mine, because together we're gonna confuse everybody listening if you're going overrated at the same time or underrated or opposite.
Okay.
So we'll just do it one at a time.
All right. Okay.
Cool. All right.
But I don't want to have
Yes.
my opinion sway your opinion. You got to promise to be honest. Okay.
I will be. Yes.
Good.
Yes. We're good.
Honest guy. All right.
Here we go. And the first thing, overrated or underrated? Bouquet toss.
The bouquet toss.
Overrated or underrated?
I'm gonna go.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
Oh man.
Now put your hands up.
I'm gonna go underrated. I'm gonna stick with underrated. I'm going sticking with underrated.
Okay. Why?
Just because there's so much fun you can have, and it's not that hard.
Got it. Fair.
Like sometimes brides are worried about the attention. I'm like, look, you're getting married. You're the bride. You're the one in the white dress. You got lots of attention on you anyway. All you got to do is toss that thing, and then you have to do nothing else.
Yes.
Lot of people like it.
Yeah.
So I say underrated. Like it's not overrated. Like people, it's like ugh. Very rarely do people go ugh a bouquet toss.
Right.
You got all these people like especially like younger
Yeah.
women, they want to go out there and catch it. And then I always make a spectacle of it too. I always have fun with it. I do like a post-game interview. So I bring them up and I'm like, hey, I'm on the floor here with Jennifer. Jennifer, how are you feeling today? And they talk about like, yeah, what a great play, athletic play.
What do you think about the route you ran and
exactly.
the catch?
The athleticism you showcased. You must have been training for months. So we always have fun with that.
I'm gonna say it is not overrated, but it's not. It's if it's a scale, if it's a scale of underrated and overrated, it's inching closer to overrated, but it's not overrated yet. That's the way I'm gonna put it. The reason being, again, you have to know your audience in a sense of from a couple's perspective. You need to know who you invited. Are there going to be single ladies? Like, okay, and what is the definition of single? Are they married, not married? Like, where
in
are
order
we?
To do a bouquet toss, we need to do a sign up sheet before you come in the door. Sign the wedding registry here. Sign the guest book, and if you are a single woman, please write down your name here.
Check that box that says single.
Box. Yeah,
and ready to mingle.
Swipe.
No, it's more than it's like, okay, at what point are we? What is the category? Because I have to explain that. Because when I say single ladies, there's like 4 kids and 2 adults that are there. I'm like, what are we doing here, right? So I genuinely feel if you know there's enough single women, again, as long as they're not engaged, are there, and you want, oh my God, you drinking coffee with the lobster hands is distracting as hell.
I'm gonna try to do it as many ways as possible. We'll intertwine here. Can you guys see that? It's more challenging. Go ahead. Sorry. Single ladies.
So I feel like it is very much a partly overrated, but it's not really. Again, I don't know. It's a fun, as you said, it's a fun atmosphere. Yes.
Here's my thing though.
But you gotta know if there's gonna be enough single ladies there, not just 4 people there, or 4 girls standing around, and then also if like it'll be fun for you, right?
Here's my thing too.
And single ladies is overplayed for.
Yeah, but that's where I'm getting. I'm not playing single ladies for the I'll do it, but don't give me a song. Give me a song, or say, hey DJ, you pick it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick you a good one. That's not
Single Ladies by Beyonce.
Single Ladies. Oh gosh,
the most overplayed song on planet Earth. That and
overplayed song on planet Earth.
Yes, that's a whole episode on its own. Overplayed
Well,
songs.
we can overplayed, but
overplayed songs on planet Earth.
Well, that would be a good episode. I don't think Beyonce would be at the top of my list, but
on overplayed.
Yeah.
Oh God.
No. Okay. Well, I guess
well, that's a whole other
right,
episode. We're gonna have to come back.
Episode 12 or something coming up is overplayed songs. Okay.
Second, garter toss.
Ooh, another toss.
Yes. So what do we? Since we're talking about the bouquet toss, what do you think? Garter toss, overrated, underrated?
So, for the exact reasons I gave for the bouquet toss being underrated, those exact same reasons are going to apply to the garter toss being overrated. So, again, attention on the bride. It's easy to do. The bouquet toss, but then the garter toss though is weird.
It is very weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
And yeah, we don't need it. I don't know.
It is very much a. Like you honestly, you could get through your wedding day without a garter toss. Not a single soul would be like, "Oh, they didn't do the garter toss."
And then you also
never.
Then you also
never.
Never. But
Never
then you also got to
gonna
play
happen.
into it as DJ because you're running to it. You're like, "Oh man, I really got to make this a spectacle."
Oh,
you're
God.
saying stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And the bride's just getting on her knees and then she's sitting on the chair and you're playing, I'm too sexy or whatever you're deciding to play. I don't know. It just seems unnecessary. And like if you're talking about I don't know, difficulty, inconvenience, then I don't know. Yeah, no one, it's forgettable. No one, I don't know.
It is very much a old school tradition.
Did you get
that is just there. Again, this is the definition that comes out of the not.com. Ready?
This is the official
Bridal
definition.
garters have actually been considered tokens of good luck for quite some time. We're talking since the Middle Ages. But a garter prize has also problematically represented as a bride's deflowering. What the hell does that even?
Yeah.
What? No.
Getting
Way back
pruned.
when married couples were expected to consummate their union immediately, and some wedding guests actually tried to watch to make sure the deed was done. This is absolutely gross.
Wow.
Removing
Is that
a
next
garter.
on the list?
Removing a
Overrated
garter.
versus underrated. Watching the bride and groom on their wedding night. Yeah, holy
Removing a
smokes.
garter and presenting as a proof was ploy to get some privacy and appease hopeful onlookers. Seriously.
Yeesh.
No.
You're just at the hotel.
No.
You're waiting in the hallway, and then all of a
No.
sudden, door opens. They hang the garter on the doorknob. They close it, and you're
Do
like,
not-
"Yep,
All right. It's
we're
done.
good. Okay,
It's
guys,
done.
go to bed."
God.
Goodness gracious.
Yes. Overrated on many levels.
It's
It
just-
is
it's just
not
unnecessary.
required, not needed at all.
Yeah,
Just
very
don't.
few
Just don't.
positives for a large list of negatives.
Exactly. Okay, moving on. Third one. Flower girl, ring bearer. The combo of them. What do you think?
I see literally only one downside, so I'm gonna say it's underrated.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I don't know. More excuses to involve your family in your day if that's what you're going for. Like, I don't see the harm in it unless you are choosing flower girls and ring bearers that are under 2.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be an application process and an age minimum for the ring bearer flower girl thing. Like, you can't
just, oh, it's so cute, nephew and nieces.
Oh, my niece, she'll be the perfect ripe old age of 11 months. It'll be awesome. She'll bear those flowers. She'll toss them.
No.
No.
Because you're going to have to put an adult to carry the cart
Oh,
or
and
the...
And the likelihood of them crying
Yeah.
and causing a ruckus is
Yeah.
much higher the younger they are.
So, yes, I think they're, I would say, properly rated as long as you choose the right age category for flower girl ring bearers. Like, they're where they understand to walk down. They're still so young and it's cute. The photos look awesome. They're tossing the flowers, whatever. It's good. But if you choose anybody younger, like 2 years old and less than that, you're making an adult responsible for them to walk down, and the photos is going to have an adult with the ring bearer and the flower girls. So I think it's properly rated as long as it's the right age category.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, underrated. Like, I don't know. There's very few downsides, just generally speaking.
Yes.
Like, unless something goes, and it's easily.
But again, most of the times it's also cute when they're crying around, running, or the only problem is if they
No, it's
don't walk
not.
down the aisle.
No, it is
No,
not.
the photos are adorable. People are laughing and smiling because they see the adorable little flower girl and a
Yeah,
ring bearer
but who does it
crying.
matter? Yeah, for the guests, I guess. But then,
But
I've
again,
seen
they
it
also
so
start
many
crying
times.
middle of the sentence.
It's the brides and grooms, like their kids.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
who it is. So then the bride's waiting
bridesmaids,
there and they're watching, they're peeking through, just trying to see. And then, little Susie, she just starts crying and squats and lays right in the middle of the aisle. Now the bride's shitting her pants, like freaking out because she's not ready to go. And oh man, so she's like, it just puts stress on.
Just so you guys know, that's like worst case scenario. Like worst case. That's a full on worst case scenario right there. That's not happening every time. But
I don't know. The last thing you want is
Nicole's
anybody-
got it. Yes, I was gonna get there.
What?
Grandmas as flower girls. Oh, the best thing you'll ever see. This past Sarah and Corey's wedding, grandma was a flower girl. She killed it. Absolutely killed it.
Oh gosh.
It was the most adorable, especially they've got a stroller and the flower basket's in the stroller and they're walking around with it. And they're just
I believe
having
it's called
the
a walker.
time of their
But the
life.
stroller is good too.
Yeah, it's a walker. Sorry.
Yep.
So-
Yeah, no, I'm
and
with
then-
you. I'm with you.
And then they're tossing the flower. But yes, 100%. Or we've done last year. We've had weddings where the groomsmen were the flower men.
Oh yeah, the flower men, they're tossing the beer,
tossing the flower
beers.
with beers.
Yeah,
And I'm like, 100% do it.
So when you do something like that, though, you're really setting the tone for what you want your wedding to be.
100%.
So it depends. Like if you are like okay with, I don't know. It's funny, ha ha. Bunch of grown men tossing flowers and beers, but like you're really making everybody know and aware that hey, you're about to have a crazy party. And for some people, it's just like let's keep the party till later. Let's keep
get through the ceremony.
Yeah, but
I
old lady granny.
understand, but again, ceremonies are generally
Yeah, I guess if you want to
very
keep it light.
rigid.
Yeah,
Like,
if you want to keep it
feels
light,
like,
I see.
You know, you gotta.
If you want to be
prim and
man, as
proper.
a DJ, like just for the ceremony, freaking 90-year-old grannies walking down the aisle. What music do you choose?
Well, you choose nice music, like easy music, but it's the moment of her.
Wow.
I don't know. Why does that sound Chinese?
What?
That
No,
sounded
that was
Chinese.
Let's Get It On.
That's not how Let's
But you
Get
play-
It On starts.
Can someone put on Let's Get It On for me? It goes, okay.
Never mind.
You could make a joke out of it. You could be
Yes.
serious with
Yes,
it. You could,
that is true.
You could have, like, there are opportunities to have fun in your wedding ceremony, but overall, if we bring this full circle back to the flower girl ring bearer ceremony, just you have to know that you adding pieces into a ceremony or adding pieces into anything that you're doing at a wedding is potential for issue. So make your choices to minimize that potential issue.
100%.
Don't choose a 2-year-old to bring out your flowers.
Or
'Cause-
add your grandparents into it.
Or do that.
That's
Yeah, whatever.
cute.
Yeah.
Adorable. Either way. All right, moving on. Number 4. Champagne tower.
Okay, so I've never seen this actually done live.
You've never seen a champagne tower at a wedding?
No.
Like glass pouring champagne
Never.
on it? Never?
Never seen it live. So for that, I'd say it's overrated because it sounds like a headache. It sounds like a lot of mess. It sounds like no one. Yeah, I don't know.
It's
It's
I'm going to say it's underrated
Nope,
just
you're wrong.
because
wrong.
you can't rate something you've never seen.
Wrong.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, but
You've never seen it. How are you going to rate it?
well, I've seen videos of it, and
Okay.
but like it's not memorable. Look at their wedding. If you think back to these amazing amount of weddings that you see in champagne towers at, because it's so popular, so important for the wedding day. Okay, have you seen that? Was that the most memorable part of their wedding?
No.
Yeah,
it
didn't think so.
wasn't. Well,
Was it messy? Did things go wrong?
No. Well, yes.
Yes, they sure
A
did.
couple times.
Multiple.
So the couple of things with me with champagne towers. If you're going to put a champagne tower, make it taller. Like not like 4 layers and pour champagne down 4 layers. Like it's got to be like higher because it's got to be a tower, right? The other part,
It's
other
not
side
a champagne condominium.
of it, and the other part.
Forced joke. I tried so hard. Yeah, that ain't a champagne tower. That's a champagne duplex right there.
Oh God, that was what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that a champagne bi-level? That's crazy. Excuse me, I was promised a champagne tower. This is a champagne bungalow.
Where's the views? There's no views.
Oh, you almost tipped. You can't move her. Things like that. Oh. We almost had a catastrophe
Okay,
again.
yes, champagne.
Let's just move on. We don't need to talk about it. It's a waste of time. People are definitely on my side.
Oh God.
If anything, they're more thinking, man, a champagne bungalow. We got to do that. That's what they're thinking.
You're gonna figure out a down payment for bungalows. these
Oh,
days.
yeah.
Jesus.
How are you going to mortgage the champagne tower?
Can't even afford a champagne duplex. You think you're gonna
Yeah.
qualify for a champagne tower?
Yeah. What's a bank going to say about the champagne tower?
Oh
Well,
God. We never. You know what? Moving on.
Please.
Cake. Overrated. Underrated.
Ready?
Mhm.
I think we both agree on this.
Yes.
We're going to say it together. 3, 2, 1.
Overrated. So overrated.
Overrated.
Like it's basically for a single photo op that you're never gonna actually
This is
care about, and it's
I'm gonna use my
you try there's taste testing for the cakes that you're you just want to worry about the size.
Oh,
Are we
the
feeding
camera's
people?
over there, Ronnie.
Now you got to
Camera's
figure out.
over there. Oh, here we go. Oh,
No.
oh my God, something on your face. Oh, yeah, it's
You're gonna worry about, am I feeding people this, or do I have to make space in my fridge?
You know what? Oh, you
and
got to
freeze
save
my
one
cake?
piece for your 1-year anniversary.
Oh my God!
You're eating it
Oh,
out of
no,
the.
do not. No.
You're saving the piece of cake. It's like
No.
chewy and freezer burnt. You're like,
Oh,
this is
God.
gross. Yep.
No. The cake overrated.
No good. Like just 90% of people, you ask them what their favorite dessert is, like the couple, you ask them what their favorite dessert is, it's probably not cake. Hey, get your favorite dessert at your wedding. Is this supposed to be the best day of your life? So why would you get the worst dessert ever? Freaking covered in fondant. Especially wedding cake. Like, that's why if I want a massive, this is my goal. This is my dream. What's the best kind of cake? Not the 3 layers of fondant and all the decorations. What I want at my wedding is a massive mound, just a big old mountain of chocolate cake, sloppily iced, and then on top a picture of me and my wife with like our wedding garb all torn up, like a picture of like little statuettes. Like we conquered the mountain of relationship. 1, hilarious and different. 2, that cake, a sloppy iced chocolate cake. Dude, like one of those McCain. I'm just going to take a bunch of those McCain Deep Delicious cakes, just slap them all together. People are going to eat that. People aren't eating the 3-layer triple dipped fondant. Oh, gosh. Like, don't do it.
Tell us how you really feel.
I didn't lean forward for that hot take, but I'm telling you, just get a normal cake. Get a normal cake. Yes. You don't need to get like a 4-tier. Oh, you don't need to cut. Oh, Buddy the Cake Boss. Buddy Vasco, whoever. I forget him, from Hoboken, New Jersey. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars for a cake. Just get your grandma to make you a cake.
Oh, so yes. Cake's overrated.
Overrated.
It's so overrated.
Do a pie.
Like anything outside of a cake. If you like cake, okay, makes sense.
Pie.
But anything outside of a cake would be interesting for people, right? The last time anybody who took a photo of a couple cutting a cake never went back and looked at it. Just like you never go look at photos of any firework you ever film. Like, you don't. Just don't. Yep. So, all right, moving on. Number 6, outdoor weddings, overrated, underrated.
Oh boy.
So just so I clarify, outdoor, when I say outdoor, do you think just open air or do you think tent?
Okay. Lobster's thinking right now.
Just slapping this.
Scratch my chin.
Oh God.
I'm torn with this one because I don't know. There's so many different avenues. Like outdoor, is it under a tent? Is it open air? Like you use the stars, or you're dancing under the stars. Half indoor, half outdoor. I'm going to say that outdoor weddings are underrated. And I say that because the fun that you can have because of that is awesome. But people often are like, hey, I am worried about rain. I'm worried about weather. So they just make the safe decision to go inside.
In a tent.
And I get, even inside totally. So they'll say, oh, it's just a tent even with that. Like, let's just go inside.
There's several things, right? If it's a hot day, air conditioning and just bathrooms in general. Worry about the bathrooms.
Heat,
So it's like there's a ton of variables to outdoor weddings that needs to be addressed. But I think we've almost addressed all of them at a regular tent wedding. You know, you've got portable bathrooms and you've got, a portable air conditioning that is just inside the thing or whatever, right? So I think people just have to, I really think outdoor weddings are underrated because it looks gorgeous. The lighting from a video perspective, the atmosphere,
the dream.
If it's a hot day, the wind is still coming in, if it's a hot day, the wind is not coming into a tent. Like you're closed up all the walls and it's still a tent. But
just, as we're saying this, it is so beautiful until
it starts raining.
And it causes it.
If it rains, yes, we have an issue.
Hold on to this idea for me. You tell me this. What do you think? Again, this is a little bit weather dependent, but an outdoor winter wedding. Hold on a second here. Okay, so we're not talking minus 25 outdoor winter. We're talking minus 5. Okay, we're talking you pay good money for some big old heaters. You have ice sculptures. You got like a kind of like outdoor winter festivals, like all that kind of thing. Yeah. Like I could imagine, like you can still put up a tent. You can still have that. You can have heaters going all over the place. everybody dressed up in their winter garb. Like as long as it's just kind of, you have a skating rink, you could skate down the aisle. You could skate down the aisle.
That's a very, it's that one,
Wow.
very expensive. You got to make an aisle that's just pure ice. That's, and talk about overrated. Is ice sculpture is overrated.
I know.
But I understand it. It's like, you better be read. You better know that all your family loves winter as much as you do. Like it is that, right? Like how much are they gonna sit in the cold and yes, they got their whole winter
if you
thing
want
on.
your family to go home, you just get a warming shack. Just get a warming shack. Like if you could find a good venue for that, I feel like that would go down. Like that'd be all right.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Even Oakland Estate, just that path of walking up.
Ooh.
Just make it.
They do it.
They could so much do it. But outdoor weddings in general, underrated.
Underrated. Don't be scared of the weather. And you know what? It's just a part of the story. Like, I guess with the caveat that it's not crazy. Like,
it's not,
you're not getting
Hurricane Milton.
yeah, you're not getting thunderstorms like nuts, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Next.
number 7.
Number 7.
Live band.
6. Sorry, I missed the opportunity to do this for number 6. Darn it.
So let's do that one more time, and then we'll add you.
Okay, sorry. Retake.
Number 6, outdoor weddings.
Number 6.
Okay, now we're moving on to number 7.
Okay.
Don't cut that. Just leave it the way it is. Just leave it in.
Yes.
Number 7, live band.
Oh, gosh. Underrated.
100% agree.
Underrated every time.
Agreed.
This is coming from 2 DJs. Hot take here. DJs, you can request your songs. You can, there's lots of, it's probably, I don't know how much a band costs, but it's probably less money.
Well,
it's less money for a DJ, though.
Yeah.
Live bands are awesome. If you know a band or you have like recommendations of a band, do the band thing. Bands are sweet.
My wedding had a band, so I always the thing is a band brings an energy and an atmosphere that is different.
Yeah.
It's a different. You can see you get to see again. This is coming from 2 DJs who've DJed for fucking long time, but I really think the energy that comes from a brand is different. So when you see the live musicians doing their thing and then everybody's having a great time and people actually are on the dance floor a lot sooner than they would for a DJ. So I think a band is 100% underrated. So
I don't really have much to add. It's so good. It's so good.
As DJs, we're selling live bands. Yes, underrated.
Do
100%. Do it.
It's neat. Brass. I love me some brass.
I actually want the band to be involved in the ceremony too. That would be nice, like a string part of it,
String quartets.
or like just like a singer and a guitar style, like you know,
Oh yeah.
at the ceremony, and then the same people in the party part of it. Oh, so good. Cool. Number 8, open bar. Me and him have 2 different numbers. I know what your stance is. Go ahead.
And you don't agree?
I don't agree. No.
Okay. Open bars. Open bars are overrated.
Oh no. Hell no.
Overrated. Here's what you do, okay? You as the bride and groom feel responsible. Like, oh, well, I went to some other of my friends' weddings that were open bars. Like, how can I charge them for alcohol? You are partially responsible for the time that these people are experiencing. Make them like a toonie bar. Here's what I say. Here's the perfect bar. Do you show up? Everybody gets, whether it's drink tickets, whatever. Everybody gets a couple of drinks on the house. There's wine on the tables. Make them pay for their drinks. You're going to do 2 things here. One, you're going to cover some costs. Not sure if you knew this, Rhoni. Weddings are expensive. Cover your costs with $2 a drink. Another thing you're doing with that cost is stop leaning forward. I'm the lean forward guy.
Fair enough.
You can't lean forward. Then this is going to be over.
Okay.
I'm in the middle. Hot take. Lean forward when I lean back.
Got it.
Sorry. When you pay $2, okay, you're also going to tip your bartenders real nice. They're your guests. You're responsible for that because they're paying $5 for 2 drinks because they get the 2, and then the extra $1 goes in. Like you cost wise makes sense. Second point. you are solving everybody some headaches both that night and the morning after, because people will drink less. People will drink less. And probably 90% of issues when it comes to the party of a wedding come from over alcohol consumption. So if you can minimize those things, not only are you going to cut some costs, you're also going to have a better time. Everybody will have a better time. Especially if you go, like, if everybody's got wine on their table, everybody gets a couple complimentary drinks. It makes sense. I don't know. You're gonna have a hard time changing my mind. You just fed them a nice supper.
Yes.
Like, people think they owe it to their guests.
No. Here's my take. I think a wedding, when you come to a wedding, you're inviting these people to come celebrate a big milestone with you, right? It is you bring them together. You bring them together to be a part of this day, and for them to take times of the day time and travel and bring people and come together and be there. We want them to go and we want them to remember that day. Right?
Well, they won't remember it if there's an open bar.
Not everybody's going to overdrink. Not everybody. No. There's always that one uncle and a couple friends, yes. But they are not the entire wedding. They're not everybody else. From a DJ perspective, an open bar not only does help loosen everybody up in terms of just because you have to understand they're all like dressed nice and they have to be part of the ceremony and this and that. They're coming there. But after a certain time, you just want to have a good time.
It's $2.
No good times ever had sober.
It's $2. You really think a $2 barrier to entry?
It's not.
How many drinks do you think you need to have them loosen up? What's the appropriate number of drinks to loosen up?
Obstacle to a point than
Ronnie, what is the
else.
appropriate amount of drinks for someone to loosen up?
I have no clue. Everybody's different. Hayden takes like 9 drinks before he even feels anything.
Holy moly. Would you say, generally speaking, 3-4 drinks is enough to loosen up?
Okay, not everybody's going to drink wine. So
that's why you give them some drink tickets. So
2 drinks are not going to loosen them up either.
This is atrocious. There's no way. Like, you're still under the idea that you owe your guests something. They traveled so far.
I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking at it like, okay, so then why not make them pay for the food? Like, if that's what you're going to look at. Exactly. So you look at it, that is weird. But I don't think it as the alcohol being paid for.
Just think of the convenience. You go up to the bar, you give them your $5, you get a couple of drink tickets, or you do whatever, however you do it.
I honestly
don't want to make them go to a buffet beforehand. They exchange it. That's weird.
I don't want my client to think not clients. I don't want my guests to think about where's the closest ATM for me to withdraw cash. You know, like at my wedding. You're at my wedding, and I don't want them to worry about where to get cash.
Okay, all you got to do. All you have to do, if you provide them, some beers during the cocktail hour that are free, you provide them this, but like just later on, just cut some costs and just limit people's consumption. You're right, it is a barrier. But if you are able to responsibly I'm going to use an example of what I saw earlier this summer, okay? Yeah. During cocktail, they had a big old bustling cooler of Coronas. Big old thing of Coronas, and they had a little thing of spiked lemonade. That was outside during there. Then they came in, they all had wine on their table. And everybody got 1 drink ticket at their thing. Okay? So already, they probably had 1 or 2 during cocktail hour, 1 glass of wine with their meal, and they have an extra one for speeches. You have loosened them up. Okay? Now, if they want, then they can get more. You just tell them, hey, it's a toonie bar. You bring a $20 bill, you are set for the night.
I still can't.
You're not changing my mind.
No, I can't.
We need your responses. We need your feedback on this.
All right, people in the comments.
Open bar versus non-open.
Not open bar, yes.
And the thing that really plays in not open bar's favor is you have so much variety in what that'll look like. No, don't charge your guests $7 a drink, please. But put a cap on the wobbly pops. Just talking to unique ways of saying comedy, unique ways of alcohol. You can get a lot of those. Just slow people's roll on the booze.
I think it's underrated. He thinks it's overrated. Chat, let us know. What do you think?
Next.
All right. Number 9. Changing last names.
Oh, man.
What do you think, Joey? Would you like Christine to go with Sims as your last name?
I have a very unique situation, so it is a little different. But I'm going to use my one properly rated of these 10. This is it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We should include Rock's bit in there just because.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Don't feel pressured to go one way or the other. For myself, my partner has a child, has had their last name. They are established in their career with that last name. They just think it'd be inconvenient and weird, especially if our son wouldn't have that last. Like it would just be weird. So we're not going to change last name. All is well. Okay?
I think again, this is 2024. You can do whatever you want. And I genuinely think last names mean absolutely nothing. You keep your last name, you change your last name, doesn't matter. I genuinely think, I told my wife when we got married, and she was looking at all the paperwork in front of her, and she goes, I got to change driver's license, I got to change passport, I got to change a health card, I got to change everything with my last name on it. It was a 4.5 month process for everything to be changed, from debit cards to bank accounts, everything. And I'm going, for what? Just because you wanted to change the last name, I genuinely think there's no point in it. I don't. You keep your last name, it's fine. It's okay with it. I really don't think it's overrated. Honestly, overrated. But if you like it, okay. Here's where I go on for some people. If your current last name is absolutely convoluted to spell or say, it has Z's and Y's and X's where it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, where's the vowels in this last name?
You feel like
no vowels.
Every time you get on a customer support call, you have 26 letters that you have to spell out. Change your last name. Because if you're marrying a Smith, guess what? It's a lot easier to say Smith for the rest of your life.
Sure.
Then you're really long. You're creating
weigh those
last
pros
name.
and cons. Whether like I have a client, they took the wife's last name, so he took her last name, and that was simply because he had a poor upbringing and he didn't want to relate with his upbringing. That was like just a bit of a unfortunate thing, and he just didn't want to have that relation anymore on paper. Like obviously he still recognizes of his upbringing, but just change the last name, kind of bit of a fresh start and go that way. That's fine. Keep your last names. Like I said, it does not matter. Not overrated, not underrated.
I genuinely think
do your thing.
I think it's changing last name is overrated. You can change, like if
there
you
is
are
some convenience
if
with
you
it, though.
are if you think I shouldn't change my last name, and if you're getting pressured to change last name, nah, don't do it. Don't do it. Like why? And especially if your last name is easier and you don't want to change it, then don't do it. If you're getting into a harder last name, don't do it. So that's my take.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both agree on the changing last names.
Just
all right.
do whatever.
Last one, number 10.
This is a big
wedding guest attire. Overrated, underrated. Mm-hmm. As in two things. Again, you can go. Do you give your guests a dress code? And 2, if that dress code could involve white or not.
Okay. Well. Have you ever been to a wedding where they gave you a dress code?
Oh, yeah. Lori's wedding has a dress code. I'm not kidding. Her invites had a dress code on it.
Okay, well, hey, I guess that's not a thing. I've just never seen that. Like, I think there's a kind of unspoken, well, yeah, duh, you're supposed to dress nice.
Yeah, but we're in Manitoba. I'm not sure about the rest part of the world, wherever you're listening from outside of the world. We're in Manitoba.
You think there's people would show Manitoba up listening here?
With camo. Yes, we have
you looked at
global
the
audience.
The global audience.
There's one listen from Czech Republic. So
what?
Yeah.
Are they from Brandon, Manitoba?
I have no clue. It doesn't tell me details. It just says
They
one
probably
lesson
are,
from Czech Republic.
Yep. It doesn't give you details. Yep. They are single from Czech Republic, and their social insurance number is.
No, it doesn't give you. But yeah, like we're in Manitoba. People gradually, absolutely show up in shorts and golf polos. No.
If it's 30 plus degrees,
No, it's a wedding. You show up in a wedding attire. I am 100% wedding guest attire is I don't know. It's how would you wouldn't say like, okay, I'm gonna go. If you were going to tell your guests what to wear or give them a direction, yes, do it. Underrated.
you just don't want people showing up to your wedding wearing lobster costumes, okay? You don't want that. But, like, I think, wear this color, none of this, none of that.
No, not like, you give them a list of 10. You go,
Black
this
tie?
is yeah, you should either go black tie or it's business casual, or you give them a color scheme, right? You go floral, right? Guys and girls go floral.
Please shave and shower before you come to the event. That's all you need to tell them.
That's the minimum, very, very base minimum requirement.
That's all
You would hope they do that.
Okay, here let's go over 3 wedding scenarios here, okay? Okay. October wedding.
Yeah.
It is much colder.
Yeah.
Than thought. The whole wedding is inside.
Yeah.
Attire? Suit.
Fall colors and
But
suit.
Suit.
Yeah.
I think
Suit
we're
for
thinking
guys,
as fellows, and women are probably wearing a dress with some sort of something to pull over.
Yeah.
Okay. July long weekend, hotter than the depths of hell. Outdoor wedding.
Still.
No.
100%. No, dude.
Collar? Put on a collar.
Shirt, jacket, pants. Not expecting
jacket.
tie or
no jacket. No. You're nuts. You're nuts.
No.
You're telling people to show up with a jacket on?
100%.
They're taking it off. They're going to take it off.
Take it off. That is not the issue. I'm not telling them to sit in it all day.
Well, then don't tell them to wear it at all. Don't force them to wear it.
No.
Half the wedding parties I see nowadays, they don't even wear jackets.
Okay, so that comes down to what you're choosing in the first place. Is your wedding party, are the guys wearing jackets? If they're not, then okay, makes sense. But if they are, I would expect you as a guest to as well.
Like I say, collar, I understand. But if it's that hot, I don't know.
Business casual at the very least.
Yeah, well, sure. I'm not saying, but like you would say, like a very nice golf shirt and dress shorts.
No.
What about just pants?
Yes,
no
dress pants, no polos.
Pants. Okay, no shorts.
No shorts. Please don't shorts. Like, no shirts, no Birkenstocks. You're not wearing that to a wedding.
Oh, yeah, separate note. Yeah, an anti-Birkenstocks
because I've seen it.
Wedding.
Birkenstocks are great, but not for a wedding. There's not a wedding attire. No. So no shorts, dress pants for sure, shirt for sure, no polos. No. God, no. Jacket. Jacket or suit, like a suit jacket or like a summer, like a linen, keep it easy. Like I'm not expecting you to wear a wool suit jacket, but like a regular, just simple one, summer one that
Are you expecting people to have this crazy variety of, like, do you know most people only have one suit?
Then wear that suit.
Okay, but you're like, well, don't wear your wool one.
No. I'm not.
Make sure you wear your nice summery one that has air conditioning in the pits. Wear that one. Yeah, make sure you do. Make sure you have a couple buttons undone. Really, it's summer. No, don't listen to this guy.
No.
I'm all for getting rid of the polos. No. I'm all
polos gotta go. Shorts gotta go.
Fine. You do not force your guests to wear a jacket. That's crazy.
No,
because you're gonna take it off.
At least for the ceremony. I need jackets.
No, because you're going to take it off and you're going to leave it somewhere.
You can do that after cocktail. I don't care. But for a ceremony, you're going to have to show up.
Just be there and be quiet and cry with everybody else. You don't need to cry in your suit jacket. You'll be already sweaty enough.
No. But okay, that being said, people, from a guest perspective, especially women, I guess, can they wear white or not?
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can.
You think they can?
They can. Because here's the thing: if they're wearing a white dress, they're not wearing a full-on gown. I've seen white dresses, and they're just like, heck, this is gonna embarrass me. I don't know what kind of neckline, what type of what names of dresses are, but like the tight cut at the mid thigh.
Sundresses. No,
that's not a sun. Isn't a sundress a long flowy one?
No, not flowy one. Nicole, help us out here.
Yeah, Nicole's. That's a sundress? No. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Sundress is like a little, like it stops at your knee and then it's like a.
Yeah. That's not a sundress. But a sundress is looser, frolicking in a field. I see the pictures, okay? But then the tight, more black tie-ish, whatever. If it's white, like that doesn't bother me. Versus, because you got the bride who's right there in this full princess cut, mermaid, I know those words, sweetheart neckline. Yeah, weddings, woo, dresses.
Yo.
All right. Don't bring up the mother-in-law. No, I don't know. I don't think it's as big of a deal as people make it. I think it's kind of an unspoken rule. I don't think you have to enforce
and that's the
it.
thing. That's what I'm saying. It's an unspoken rule. You can't just show up to a wedding
but if you're
as a girl or as a woman wearing white when obviously the bride's gonna be wearing white.
I don't know.
Accents of white is not that issue. I'm just talking white.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. But I think if you're gonna, so what do you think it's unreasonable to put on your wedding invitation if we're talking direct to say no white?
I think people would know, but I'm saying.
Well, I also think what people would know to smarten up and wear clothing that's appropriate to the weather.
Yes. No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I'm landing the plane here, Ronnie. There's no way we're done. That's overrated, underrated. I'm gonna freaking rip out of this lobster costume if I have to tell him one more time to not wear a suit jacket when it's plus 35.
No, you wear formal attire.
Formal attire does not mean suit jacket.
No, as a guy, I genuinely think formal attire requires a suit jacket. Okay. Without a shirt, I don't think. I think just a shirt. What are you selling? Insurance? Going to work? No, you're going to a wedding.
Ronnie,
you don't go to a red carpet.
I so respectfully disagree. There's gonna be so much. Like we're starting a war here.
I am 100%. Like yes,
we're moving on.
There will be attire. If wedding guest attire, if it says
subscribe, on the like, subscribe, follow us on the social medias for the record. Do all that good stuff. Your unique way of saying coffee for today is Mama's Medicine.
What?
Mama's Medicine. Unique way of saying coffee. You want?
Explain.
I don't think I have to explain. All you mothers out there, you know exactly what I'm saying. Mom needs your coffee in the morning. If how you make your mom feel better, you get her a coffee.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. You know what? I'll let it slide.
You let it slide?
It works. It works.
It does work.
Give it to you. Yes.
True.
Follow us on the socials, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to music.
I apologize if we caused any rifts in your household or your car or wherever you're listening to this. I didn't want to start anything.
Czech Republic, if you're listening to it.
Start rifts in Czech Republic.
But that is episode 8 of For the Record podcast. We'll see you next time.
Ka-chow.
That's the thumbnail. He wanted to do this, but with the hands, that's all he could do is this.